This teaching is a powerful way to embody sixth density service on Earth. How to radiate love light to all beings. In Ra, Law of One, session 78.25, Ra states, in sixth density, the density of unity, the positive and negative paths must take in each other, for all now must be seen as love light and light love. This is not difficult for the positive polarity, which sends love and light to all other selves. It is difficult enough for service to self-polarized entities that at some point the negative polarity is abandoned. So how does the positive polarity send love and light to all other selves? Can the service to others path beam love, light, and forgiveness to open the heart of those on a service to self path for the highest good? Or is that a free will violation? This is referencing Ra in the Law of One. In the Ra material, the Law of One, service to others, entities, operate in harmony with the law of free will. According to Ra, the preservation of another's free will is paramount. Any action, even one that appears loving, that infringes upon or manipulates another's free will would be a violation of that law and thus depolarizing for a service to others being. Beaming love and light and forgiveness is not inherently a violation of free will if it is done without attachment to outcome. That is, you are simply offering unconditional love, light, into the creation, allowing it to be received or rejected freely. Ra often emphasizes that love light can be sent or radiated as an offering, never for control or manipulation. In Ra's words, the Law of One blinks neither at the light nor the darkness, but is available for service to others and service to self. The intention determines the polarity. However, if you direct or intend to influence another being's path, for example, to open their heart, awaken them, or shift them in a particular way, that can cross into manipulation, even if it seems benevolent. That's because it presumes you know what's best for them, which may not align with their current free will learning. So the safe, aligned, service to others approach is radiate love, light, and forgiveness as an offering to the one infinite Creator for the highest good of all, without attachment or expectation. In that case, you're not violating free will. You're simply being love light and allowing others to receive it, or not, as their soul desires. Here are several direct or close paraphrases from the Law of One that illuminates this distinction between offering love light versus imposing it, and how free will fits in. Offering love light is always permissible. The best way of service to others is the constant attempt to seek to share the love of the Creator as it is known to the inner self. This involves self-knowledge and the ability to open the self to the other self without hesitation. This involves, shall we say, radiating that which is the essence or the heart of the mind-body-spirit complex. Ra, Law of One, session 17.30. Ra describes service not as doing something to another, but as radiating your beingness. You share love light simply by being it, not by directing it. Free will must never be violated. To infringe upon the free will of another self is to infringe upon the Law of One. The purity of intention must be examined, for the desire to aid may become the desire to control or manipulate if not watched. Ra, paraphrased from Law of One, sessions 18 to 19. Even if your intention is good, if the energy contains expectation or direction, example, I will open this person's heart, that moves from offering into manipulation, This is depolarizing for service to others. Radiation versus directed energy. When you send love, you are not sending it to any particular entity. Rather, you send love light freely, allowing it to find its own place of acceptance. In this way, free will is honored. Paraphrase from Ra, Law of One, Sessions 32 to 34. Ra often speaks of radiation, love light that simply is, like sunlight. The sun does not choose who receives its light. Each being determines its own exposure. Calling and permission. When there is calling, the Confederation is permitted to respond. But when there is no calling, we must remain silent. Ra, Law of One, Session 7.4. This principle applies universally. Energy or aid can only be given when requested, consciously or subconsciously. If a being has not called for help, even higher density entities must refrain from interference. Best practice for a service to others entity. A Law of One aligned way to phrase your intention might be, I radiate love, light, and forgiveness freely into the creation for the highest good of all, honoring the free will of every being. This keeps your polarity pure, respects free will, and aligns your service with the Creator's unconditional nature. Before I designed this teaching, I did just this to test it. I stated my intention. I radiate love, light, and forgiveness freely into the creation for the highest and greatest good of all, honoring the free will of every being. I activated all the Reiki and other healing modalities that I knew and sent love and light and forgiveness to all of creation for the highest and greatest good of all, honoring the free will of every being. I called forth the highest love and light from the logoic, monadic, atmic, and Buddhic planes. I called all of the higher selves or oversouls in existence, Mother Gaia, Source God, all ascended masters, angels and archangels, and all divine beings of love and light that wish to assist to support this process for the highest and greatest good, honoring the free will of every being. This was sent as an offering to the Creator, as a blessing for all of creation. I sent this across all timelines and all incarnations, across all existence itself. I sent this as a humble instrument of the Creator. My hands were very warm for an hour while sending love light energy, and while I visualized the entire earth bathed in violet flame and love light, and then expanded the visualization to include the solar system, the galaxy, the universe, and the multiverse across all timelines and existence. You can do this too. I encourage you to try it too. My intention with all of these teachings is to empower you. Radiating love and light to all beings will increase your service to others' polarization as you serve others for the highest and greatest good, honoring the free will of every being. Together, we can activate love-light grids of light workers and starseeds across the earth as more of us worldwide continue to send love and light to all beings for the highest and greatest good while honoring the free will of every being. This benefits all of humanity and the earth. Hope you enjoy this empowering teaching on how to radiate love and light to all beings. God bless all beings.